All right, it is time to finish off this series with a day 7. So for the past week, we've been coming up with ideas, uh, doing planning, researching, making sure that our app works, polish some of the design, and finally press the launch button yesterday, right? And started sharing about it. So hopefully by day 7, you will have a couple of users that are willing to give it a try and see how it works, right? There's one more place that I want to showcase before we talk about interviewing your users, and that is Lovable Launch. So Lovable Launch is a kind of a project hunt for lovable projects, so to speak, where you can just go to launch.lovable.app and just simply submit your project. It is very easy to kind of do this process, but very beneficial because I've noticed that whenever my project would be well positioned on level launch, I would get way more user signups. So, for instance, this project right here is my project, and it just ended placed third in the weekly ranking for the last week. So, it's again super beneficial. I had another project a few weeks back that was in top 10. And for both of those, I had more signups than what I would usually get on any other one. Right. So again, um, you would go to your super base, right? And I can show you, like for local rank, for example, that there's some activity, there's people coming in. Then, we have a bunch of people that signed up, 247 of them exactly. So you're like, okay, I got some action going on. You want to go to your edge functions, you know, I got plenty of them, but you want to check like whether they're working. So for instance, this is the one that I deployed yesterday. And y'all just go to logs and see if maybe in the last 24 hours, I'm going to check, whether there were any errors or warnings. Okay. The function worked properly. 200 emails were sent. I can see that they were sent, like, this is just an example of an edge function, but I know that everything is working. And as you can see, one of the edge functions that I usually build is a function that sends emails to users, right? And for that, I don't use Superbase. I use an app called Resend, right? Again, a free app that you can use fairly easily. You just register your account, you add your domain in, you verify it, right? Which is, again, something I'm not going to cover in this video. It's very easy to do, very easy to Google this, just how to switch your DNS records. And then from there, just go to Lovable and ask it to build an edge function, right? And Lovable would then build it for you, essentially. And from that point on, you could expect to be able to just simply send emails whenever a new user signs up, right? Your goal with talking to customers, as you remember, that was one of the things we covered and we talked about in the past, is really to understand what these people liked, what they don't need. Uh, well, would they pay for your app and would they share it with their friends, right? So I can just show you an example of an email that I'm sending, right? Welcome to a local SEO rank. Your honest thoughts matter, right? I'm again asking them about the overimpression, uh, essential features. Will they pay for it? And I'm telling them what I'm going to do next. And because I launched on Lovable Launch, I also want to make sure that they are upvoting it, right? Because again, the higher up I am on that list, the higher the likelihood I'm going to get new user signups, right? Um, Now, it is also relevant to hear back from them, right? And interview these people. And after doing it, make sure that you start building stuff according to what you heard from them, not what you think you're supposed to be doing. From the moment that you start doing customer interviews, you're no longer relevant for your app, right? The only thing that matters is what they think should be your next big feature, right? So let's just recap real quick before we end the series, right? On day 1, you come up with the idea, do some research, do some validation, but don't obsess over that. Just start building, right? expand on that research by building project docs and uploading it to GitHub on day 2. Really start chatting up with Lovable and understand how to get to building a product, right? On day 3 and day 4, start by building the core of the app first, and then slowly polish things up and focus on the design only when you're done with the functions. On day 5, never reinvent the wheel. You can borrow designs and use libraries that are available out there. Um, on day 6, press play, go live, spread the word. Use AI to help you create posts if you're not into marketing or not that creative. Go video, and especially if you're not comfortable. I hate recording videos, but I do it because I feel they will give you the most effect, especially in the day of AI when people kind of tend to know that you used AI to create written posts. On day 7, start talking to your users. Post on directories, use feedback to start removing things that you don't need in your app, right? Your only goal really is that as soon as possible and within this 7-day period, you want to get to an answer. Is this helping anybody? Is this worth anything at all? And can I charge money? Can I make money doing this, right? So, I believe that cycle should be over and done within a 7-day period. Don't waste 6 months to a year trying to develop an idea and a project that nobody wants to use, right? Remember all of the stats we talked about. 99% of people using Lovable are brute forcing development. They're not planning it. They're just dumping their ideas into the chat, and AI hallucinates like crazy, especially these days. It's kind of like an angry horse just that has a lot of power, right? So make sure that you tame it. 99% of people also believe that as long as they master building, that is the end all be all, and that is absolutely not true. Lovable announced they are seeing 40,000 new projects being launched every day. So it's not that impressive what I've just done and what you've done with it. The only thing that matters is really spreading the word and talking to people. But bear in mind one thing as well. We're still within a very, very small group. By watching my videos, you probably among 1% of the people in the whole world when it comes to building with AI. Um, and a lot of people out of the 40,000 as well never finish a project. They never go live and never spread the word. You gotta, work towards being a part of the 1% by doing the opposite. Make sure that everybody hears and learns about what you built, right? I really hope that the video series was helpful to you. And if you want to help me back, just follow me and share my videos with friends. My YouTube channel is 1550 Challenge. This is my handle on X, but my primary place where I want to be seen in and want to kind of grow these days is my YouTube channel. And today I'm actually going to be posting my launch video for project number 10, and I'm hoping to see your like and your sub to later today. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon in one of the future series. Thanks, guys.